Hello, today we are working on conditional statements, that is if and else. Okay, so before starting that, let us discuss some key points. If you want to check a condition, that means, for example, is it is raining. If it is raining, take a umbrella. If it is not raining, don't take a umbrella. These are called as if else conditions. Okay, if it is raining, take your umbrella. If it is not raining, you don't have to take any umbrella. Okay, so these are how conditional statements work. For example, if your age is 18, if your age is 18, it will allow you to vote. If your age is below 18, it will not allow you to vote. So this is how we will build a system. Okay, now let us build that program right here. First we will declare a variable. For example, my age is 20. So let us start with a if condition. If age is greater than or equal to 18, because 18 is the standard age for anything. Okay, for voting, for any big parties, you need to be 18 minimum. So I will just pass age which should be greater or equal to 18. I will explain this code. First I will write it. It should just print you can vote. Okay, now next step. Okay, now let me summarize this code. First of all, we declared a variable in which we have stored an integer value 20. So it is a variable name is age in which we have stored 20. Okay, so I have written a condition called if. Okay, if our age is greater than or equal to 18, that means what will this comparison operator return? A boolean value. Okay, so if this is true, do this. If this is false, that is else. If this condition is false, do this. Okay, so let me just add a comment and show you how this works. Okay, if true, please do this. Else means it is false. Okay, else means false condition. Else, if it is false, do this. Okay, so this is how if else works here. If the output is, that means if the condition is true, this is a condition, right? This is a condition. If the condition is true, you have to do this. I mean, you have to execute this. Else means if this condition is false, then you need to do this or execute this step. Now let me just run this code and see the output. You can see now it is printing you can vote. Because my age is 20, now it will compare age is greater than and equal to 20. So you can see age is 20, 20 greater than or equal to 18. Yes, it is true. So if condition gets the value true, so here it will be evaluated as true. If now the if condition is true, so this line will be executed. Now let me just remove this and run the code. Now our age is 2. Now if I run the code, the age will be 2, which is greater than or equal to 18. This will return a false value. So this statement will return a false value, and this if statement, I mean if this execution line will be skipped, and else condition will be printed because this returns false. When this return false, this block of code will not be executed. Instead, this else will be printed. Instead, this else condition will be printed. Now let me just run the code. You can see you cannot vote. It is not like only it will work with comparison operator. There are many things it will work with if and else condition. Okay, so there are many things you can work with in this if and else condition. For now we have done this for simple example. Okay, I mean we have just took a simple example to make you understand. Later on in the course we will be working on complex data structures in which we will be using if and else condition, nested if else conditions and all. For now, just understand that if the condition is true, this line, this block will be executed. But if this condition is false, this block will be executed. Okay. Now let me just summarize a simple code. Let me take my age as 20. Now it will compare here. My age is 20. Is 20 greater than or equal to 18? Yes, it is true. Now if we'll get true, so this output will be printed. This block will be executed. If my age is less, for example 2, my it will compare now. 2 is greater than or equal to 18. It is false. Now this line will be executed. This is all about if and else condition. If and else condition will be used in many applications. For example, you are making a login page and stuff. So if and else will be repeated multiple times. So don't have to learn the things. You can easily understand it later on. For now, just understand this is used for this type of situations. Okay. So you can practice many questions. I will share that in description and comment section. Okay, with if and else condition. Okay, now let us take another example. Now let us declare a variable called is raining. Now let us set it as true for now. Okay, now what I will do, if it is raining, you should do is take a umbrella, because if it is raining you will take a umbrella. You take a umbrella. Okay, now if it is not raining, that is else don't need a condition because it is by default understood. For example, if this is true, of course the other condition will evaluate to false. Okay, so you don't have to mention specifically. You don't need an umbrella. Okay, now let us start to understand what I have written. Now is raining is a variable which is true. If it is raining, that is true. If true, println you can take an umbrella. If it is not raining, the opposite of this, opposite of is raining, opposite of true is false. If it is not raining, you don't need an umbrella should be printed. For now, it is raining. So the value is true. Now the if will go and check the variable. What is this holding? It is holding true. Now this block of execution will be executed. This block will be executed. So print you can take umbrella will be executed. Okay. Now let me just run the code. Very simple. You can take an umbrella. Now consider it is not raining. Just run the code. You don't need an umbrella. Okay. Why it is so? Because this is false. If raining, that is false. If raining, that is false. If it is false, it will be executed in else block. Okay. So this is how it works. Now this statement will be printed because it is false. Okay, if will be executed only if the answer evaluates to true, but else condition will be printed if the value is evaluated to false. Okay, so this is all about if and else condition. This is a very simple example. The before example was simple too. Now you can practice more questions.